We live in a world where, quite frankly, things change at the drop of a hat, where it can be very, very difficult to make a decision. And sometimes we find that our decisions cause consternation. Well, it's your decision, not anyone else's, so don't worry about that. However, I've decided to come up with some decisions that are a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more fun. And these are the classic dinner party getting to know you conversations. Question 1. If you could have dinner with anyone that is not currently living, from wherever in history, who would you pick? Now, one of my favorite shows ever is Meeting of Minds. It was a show on PBS in the 1970s. I've seen videotapes, and there are some episodes on YouTube. And it brings together people from Thomas Paine to Cleopatra VII to Teddy Roosevelt to St. Thomas Aquinas, sits them down at a dinner table, and there's a lovely little conversation about politics and news of the day and other topics. And some of them, even though this was done in the 1970s, still hold true today. So I would pick both the emperors Claudius and Augustus, of course, Queen Elizabeth II, although she is currently alive and long may she reign. What am I saying? I'm a libertarian. And Pope John Paul II. There's also the Judy Chicago has an exhibit called the Dinner Party, where famous women throughout history are giving a place setting or their name on the floor of the exhibit. And it's basically from biblical figurines to huntresses to goddesses all sat down together, apparently at a beautiful place setting that is made precisely so, they can have the most entertainment while they're, and the most beautiful place setting ever, like gold spoons and plates that show motifs from their era. All right, question 2. Let's say that somehow you end up on death row. I'm not going to ask how you got there, because at this point in time, it feels a bit rude. Let's just say you ended up on death row, and all the legal stuff, none of my business. Okay, what's your last meal? Yet again, I'm not entirely sure how you got there. I'm not asking any questions. I just want to know what your menu is. Okay, so I have celiac disease as well as my epilepsy and my EDS, and sometimes the three go together. I noticed when none of them were being taken care of because I didn't really know about them, I was a lot worse. I would say, well, if I'm going out and everything else, the celiac disease isn't really going to be my problem. So I want mom's apple cobbler, a piece of my grandma's Polish cheesecake, coffee with whole milk, and a turkey sandwich and turkey noodle soup, but I want a big turkey sandwich. I want something that Scooby and Shaggy would have an issue with getting into their mouths. So get that. So there is your decision making of the day. Question 1, who would you want to have dinner with? And 2, if you're having a last meal because somehow you ended up on death row, what are you eating? And I know that these are questions that get asked a lot, but I'm actually kind of curious. So anyway, take really good care and enjoy. And why am I asking this? There's the question. Well, I am asking because I was having a little bit of trouble, because I thought, well, what are the lines in the sand that I draw? Where do I vacillate? And so I decided to take some time out and start easy without overthinking. Anyway, please let me know how you land here. And also, if you're having that historical dinner, what are you eating? Well, I would be introducing the Romans to coffee, which they may have heard of, say, through channels in the Asia Minor, because that's where apparently coffee was found, by happy goats. Who wouldn't be happy? And I think and I actually have a recipe for Roman sour chicken, which is the only Roman recipe with extant amounts in the recipe. So I think I'll serve that and serve cheesecake. Take good care. Love you.